All right. I wanted to try something a little different because I haven't seen that much about Sam Vaknin and Richard Grannon, but I watched most of the video. It's a Netflix video about Pamela Anderson. Let me just press play here. Pamela, a Love Story. That's what it's called. I'm waiting. Okay. I'm not gonna show. I'm not gonna show it because I don't want to get dinged by YouTube. But basically, it's a. If you know who Pamela Anderson is, she was like a Playboy model, wife to Tommy Lee. The first, when the whole sex tape came out, uh, even before Kim Kardashian, it was Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee. Apparently, their safe was robbed and their sex tapes were distributed, and apparently she didn't get any money from it. So this is her whole story, um, basically claiming that her whole career was ruined because of that. Um, and she was stating in her film where she was raped very young by a caregiver, a female caregiver, molested. Was that right? I think so. And her whole attraction to many, many, many bad boys, including Tommy, who had a bad side to him. Was a part of her growing up, with her mother sticking with her father, who was a bad person, a bad boy type thing, and that's all she knew. And um, so I thought about Richard Grannon, but he was saying that he was a codependent, right? Why am I getting so many? Man, okay, sorry about that. Getting so many things on my phone here. I wanted to just talk about it a bit because I immediately I can see a lot of myself in it also, because she's trying to recreate herself. She's a lot older. Um, she's not good with her finances, so she was in a lot of debt, and she doesn't know where to go. She has a child. Tommy Lee and she have a child, but she keeps trying to get into relationships, and it's always people who are not, you know, the same type of person. You know what I mean? They're always the same type of person. So it ends up with the movie that she gets this gig in on Broadway. I didn't watch it past then because kind of got bored of it. But hello, say hello. Um, it's it's just all to show that it's very difficult to get into better. First of all, to have the foresight to see yourself and to make the changes that you need to do. You know what I mean? There's just so many. You could so easily get into the depression um, of it, and that's same as myself. And I thought before seeing all those Richard Grannon, the Sam Vaknin, Richard Grannon things going on, it was like thought that was the same thing. You kind of just starting to work through it, and it takes a long time, you know, to be able to start to chip away at change. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Let me see. I'm not gonna show. Well, YouTube's gonna ding me. Here she is. I mean, she looks great. She's probably around over 55 there. Um, she's with PETA, trying to kind of dissociate from the sex symbol and become someone who can be seen legitimately. Um, so let me see what I have here. Uh,
Very incredible Pam.
You tell me, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
yeah. From Vancouver, or an island in British Columbia.
Baby's born that day.
Oh, she said that she thinks she's a little bit crazy because her mother was in a car accident when she was pregnant with her. I don't know. Let's see what else we got here.
Valerie's up this store. And I grew up.
Any bad memories, I guess, from my mom, so they just moved a couple towns up. It's there. She put her foot down. But I realized dramatic.
She would always keep diaries on legal pads. So she kept diaries of when she was raped. You know what I mean? It was like there was stuff that she didn't want to read for this documentary. Oh, it's called Pamela, A Love. Did I say it was Pamela, A Love Story? I don't know, but it's. She didn't want to read it on video. She wanted someone else to do it because it would bring so much trauma to her. You know, the whole thing about the sex tape, it was traumatic for her, she states. And the fact that they came out with another movie recently, Pam and Tommy, something like that, reenacting the whole sex tape thing, um, was also terrible for her. So
Who knows? XO, Pamela.
someone else is reading this.
From the beginning. Oh my god, so the only other way to get through, get on.
Oh, this is her trying to get to LA because she was at the football game. Was it the football game? And she was spotted on the jumbotron, and because of that, she got a commercial, and because of that, she got offered to come to Los Angeles to do Playboy, and then when she came, she was saying she was working for Playboy at the customs office, and they wouldn't let her in. So then she tried another way, and then finally she got in through Greyhound. There we go. And when she got in and she did her video, the pictures, she's a very shy person, and she didn't think very highly of herself, and then she started feeling good about it, about her body and stuff like that. So she started to gain some confidence with that, and she didn't get paid for it apparently. And from there, they wanted her to stay and be a playmate. So she stayed in L.A. And there we go. And then she met a lot of people, and then she met Tommy and all that stuff. Let me see here.
On a Greyhound bus, and sometimes they check you and sometimes they don't across the border. It really made me nervous. But they only checked the person in front of me and behind me, so I got into America, to Seattle.
There we go.
Then the next morning I got in the plane and they got me down to LA. Why, yes, these are implants, Larry.
Oh, they are.
Oh yeah, and her talking about her implants, being very open and honest about everything. Apparently, it wasn't a thing back then. You know.
No, are they or aren't they?
Yes, they are. It was disturbing because I was like, oh my god, really? Is this what we're talking about again? but you roll with it. You could watch that show with the sound off, actually. It wasn't really about the storyline. I'm David Charvet. I was part owner of this club called Sanctuary. I gave everyone.
Oh, this is
a
where
gold
she
strike.
met. Okay. Oh.
It was New Year's night, and I was with my best friend, Melanie. And Tommy was there.
And that's where she met Tommy.
Rocker Tommy Lee, the Motley Crue drummer with the bad boy image.
All right. Then. Okay, so Tommy was very controlling from the get-go. What we see in this video is that he would, first of all, they got married after 4 days in Mexico. Tommy went to visit. Like, Tommy was doing everything to stalk her. And after they got married, she was doing Baywatch, and he was finding out her set times and going there and, to keep tabs of her. And at one time, he was there and she did a kissing scene with the other actor, but she didn't tell Tommy, and Tommy flipped and ransacked her trailer. Like red flags that you see of abuse, and she still stayed with him. So that's the whole codependency. That's the whole, you see violence at home, with her mother and father, and, her being raped and all that. There you go. What do you call that? Stockholm syndrome? Stockholm syndrome? Is that part of it? I don't know.
You're the luckiest girl on the planet. A beautiful husband. Yum, yum, yum. Your body can only take so much. And on the set, there was a time I wasn't feeling too well.
Oh yeah, she was pregnant, and then on set, she had a miscarriage. The first baby that Tommy Lee and she had together was a miscarriage. So, there you go.
Sweet. Don't forget talented, romantic, and a bad drunk.
Granny.
We are reckless and hopeful.
So it's like she sees all the good in him if she just ignores all the red flags, which she did initially. You know what I mean? Yep.
We filed a police report. But
Oh, this is about the theft of their safe.
we had no idea when it was stolen because we had construction.
And they still
going on
don't
in our
know
house for
to
quite a
this
while.
day who stole it.
It could have been stolen in a 6-month time period, so we had no idea. I remember looking at them thinking, why do they hate me so much? Why do these grown men hate me?
Oh yeah, this is when she went to court about the whole safe thing, and they were saying, well, you did Playboy, so you deserve it, type thing. Yeah.
Me so much. I don't know how many days and everything.
So she became a caricature after that. Like, everything was sexualized with her, and she didn't want that. You know what I mean? And then, her career went, like, she did one film after that. Was it not Barbarella, what did they call it? Something to that name. Let me see if I can find it. I think I passed it. Because she did Baywatch. Oh, this might be it.
Barbed wire at night and on the weekends.
Barbed Wire. She did Baywatch and Barbed Wire at the same time. And it flopped. And she didn't do anything since then, except for this Broadway that she titled Chicago recently. So.
Do you want to be a serious actress? I am a serious actress. I was thinking maybe I could have a more serious career, but
Yeah.
I had to kind of make a career out of the pieces left.
Right.
Then when
And
everything
this
kind
is
of
Tommy Lee.
What about your anger that would make you lash out physically?
It's a lot of pressure. We've been going through a lot of stuff. Sex tapes appearing, postpartum, and 2 new babies. Tommy.
This is when Pamela got the police in, and Tommy Lee was in jail for 6 months, I believe. Domestic abuse. So,
Free burgers on its menu for a while, so this is really nothing new. But what is new is this huge beat-up poster of Pamela Anderson, urging New Yorkers to veg out.
well, activism is sex.
yeah. Then, Pam Anderson started working with PETA. What else? Children. Oh.
Do you ever regret not having monetized the stolen?
Oh God, never. I never would monetize the stolen tape. I don't regret that at all.
Okay. So, she married Kid Rock also. And many other people. Trying to look for the stable relationship that she never had. And she kind of seen her parents. My parents were just like that too. It was a house full of abuse. And my parents still stuck together until they died. But they slept in separate rooms. And my father controlled my mother like a dog. Good luck in finding that,
My parents were actually probably the 2 most insane people ever to live on planet Earth.
It's snowing!
It's snowing!
Yeah.
It's gonna.
So that's I just wanted to come on and talk about that. It came to my mind that Richard Grannon, from what he was saying before this whole debauchery with Sam Vaknin, the whole psychopath thing, he kept claiming codependent, and I just kind of, when I saw the Pamela Anderson film, and then I also thought about myself and trying to rebuild yourself in all ways. It's just tough, So that is all I wanted to say. And I know I wanted to do the video about Richard Grannon and Sam Vaknin. I will get to that tomorrow. So that's it for now. Bye.